Zayn decided to go back to Jesse. And remember, when she had the altercation with the lady and Zayn, her PA, who happens to be Onyinye, took videos of them. Now she thought that it was Zayn that did that, and Zayn said, Why would he do that?" Okay, and then she suspected the lady, and Zen said no, that she wouldn't do that. Remember, she's also in the same video, okay? She would not put out a video that would make her look like a bad person. And then she was wondering, how did it happen? And then she suspected Zane's friend. And Zane was like, oh no, he's not about the social media life. Okay. And Zane said that he's suspecting his PA. And she was like, no, I told her to stay in the car. Hello, madam. Zane said he saw her um right after she left. Okay. I'm trying to, in my head, imagine how that scene played out, or whatever the scene they're trying to portray played out. Long story short, um, her PA and her friend, who happens to be her makeup artist, showed up at her house. She actually called the PA, acted like she didn't know. They showed up, and then they were asking the PA, and the PA denied. And she said, "Oh," Zayn said, "Oh, they have evidence to back their claim." And at that point, Onyinye was already shaking, and the makeup artist was giving Onyinye a sign, and Zayn caught that. And Zayn was like, "What is going on? Why are you giving her eyes? Why are you, shaking like that?" And the makeup artist was like, "Oh, she should be blamed for it, not me. I don't know what you are talking about." And at that point, her PA Onyinye could not hold it back. And she went all out talking about how it was her that made her do it, that she offered her money and all of that. This is the same lady that said Jesse did nothing for her. Meanwhile, Jesse gave her the same opportunity to become a content creator, but she said Jesse was wasting her time, that she doesn't have that time to waste. People of this life. And Jesse, she said, oh, that she stays in a one-bedroom apartment in Aja, that she has a small studio in Aja or so, and that she drives an old Toyota Camry. How is it this lady's fault? She said she pays you handsomely for every job you do for her, and then that she also gave you a 1 million naira. Jessie said she gave her a 1 million naira when she wanted to buy her car, and she pays her rent. Okay, that she has paid her rent for her. Okay, and Onyinye was shocked. Now, this brings me to say that before you go on to fight for somebody who is trying to paint somebody else as a bad person, okay, be sure that you have the facts, not just what one person is telling you. Don't become someone's enemy because someone close to you or someone told you something about that person. Remember, there are always two sides to a story. Okay, now Onye was shocked, and eventually this makeup artist had to live in shame. Her friend had to live in shame. Onye was trying to beg, but it was late. Okay, I mean, how could you treat someone that employed you like that? How could you treat your employer like that? Okay, so she left, and Zayn and Jesse made up. Okay, they reconciled, which was so sweet to see Jesse say to Zayn, oh, that now she sees that she was taking this social media thing so seriously that she didn't even see that her enemies were right around her. Okay, and she said that she's going to write a book about how to, something on recovery or whatever, but something about social media, how not to get intoxicated by the attention that comes from social media. And Zayn was surprised, like, are you serious? Yeah. So she was like, oh, that she's quitting. And Zayn was like, no, I didn't say quit. I said cut down. Oh my God. It was so sweet to see these two people reconcile. Now, that is not the catch of this series for me. So remember when this series started, there was Patrick and there was Crystal, and all of a sudden the Patrick and Crystal part just fizzled away like that. We didn't hear anything about Patrick, Crystal, the secretary, and all of that. The Mrs. Ifeanyi and Mrs. Emeka. What's up? These people just took us on a, I don't understand what to call this. And all of a sudden they changed the entire thing. It's now different people, and we're here waiting for those scenes, like the Patrick, Crystal, Ifeanyi Emeka scene, the secretary, Hilda scene to, still pop up, and they're telling us this is the end of this particular series. Something is up. So are they telling us that other series that they started, the Patrick Crystal series that they started earlier, is going to continue like they told us, like in a few days? Or what really happened? What really happened? Why the change without even informing the viewers? It's not nice. Guys, share your thoughts in the comment section, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.